Beloved and respected, blessed families of the worldwide unification community, this week I send my warmest greetings to you all from the Democratic Republic of the Congo in Africa. May the great blessing and love of the Heavenly Parent and True Parent rest abundantly upon you and your families this week. Last week, they reaffirmed both our identity and our commitment to live as chosen blessed families who attend the Heavenly Parent substantially in our daily lives. In particular, through the teaching that the kingdom of heaven is a world resembling the forms of single human being, we inscribed upon our heart the heavenly order that the pain of love of one person extends to the entire community. Thus, throughout the past week, we have thought to bear witness to the kingdom of heaven on earth, not with word, but through our lives, approaching our brothers and sisters in empathy and offering comfort as tenderly as one would care for an injured finger. This week, we turn our attention to the third theme of the New Year motto, our mission in the 13th year of Cheon, when we attend the Creator Heavenly Parent substantially. Let us, the blessed families around the world, become true sons and daughters of Cheon, who fulfill our responsibility as a chosen people in unity with True Parent. Accordingly, this week, I would like to share with you about our mission to become true sons and daughters of Cheon, who faithfully fulfill our responsibility. First, let us briefly clarify the responsibility heaven desires us to fulfill. In response to the providential demands of this age, we have been chosen and established as blessed family, a chosen people, and with that calling, heaven has entrusted us with a clear mission and responsibility. This responsibility is not a task reserved for a select few. Rather, it is the path originally intended for all people, a path heaven now called the blessed families to walk ahead of others. At its core, this responsibility which we must be the first to take on, and which all humanity must ultimately fulfill, is to practice true love and to establish a true family. The principle of creation teaches us this responsibility clearly. Heavenly Parent prepared the main part of the providence for the accomplishment of the purpose of creation, the realization of the kingdom of heaven on earth. But Heavenly Parent gave human beings the responsibility to place the final piece in the puzzle. This responsibility means that we, by our free will, obey Heavenly Parents' word, practice true love, establish true families, and thereby bring the kingdom of heaven on earth into reality. Heavenly Parent, who exists without forms, created this vast cosmos in order to experience in substance the joy and happiness of a true love. Something never seen, touched, or felt before through a true family composed of a husband and wife and children. Thus, only when people fulfill the responsibility they have been entrusted with can they truly stand as a heavenly parent's sons or daughter. At that moment, God becomes not an abstract concept, but a parent. And through the fruit of such a life, 천일국, the kingdom of heaven on earth, ceases to be just an ideal and become a reality to be completed in our daily lives. The path of responsibility, of practicing true love and establishing true families is not a task completed all at once, but a journey that is undertaken gradually within the framework of heaven's providence. In principle, this path of responsibility can be understood through two streams: the foundation of faith and the foundation of substance. The foundation of faith is the stage of receiving Heavenly Parents' will and the ideal of the true family through the Word. Believing in that path and standing at the starting line of taking responsibility. This is like the blueprint of the building. A blueprint contains the purpose and structure of the completed building, yet the building cannot be erected by the blueprint alone. At the same time, without the blueprint, construction cannot even begin. In the same way, the foundation of faith is the stage of clearly inscribing heaven's ideal of true love and true family into the heart, and then the journey of responsibility begins based upon this design. Heaven's ultimate desire is not a faith that remains at the level of blueprint, but rather the foundation of substance, the realization of that will in the sphere of life. The foundation of substance is like the process of actually constructing the building according to the design, which require time, patience, practice, and sacrifice. The responsibility of practicing true love and establishing a true family is completed only within this foundation of substance. And the Word become daily life, and faith is embodied in relationship. 천일국 ceases to be an ideal and is established in the lives of each and every families. Beloved members, this week, with the mission of becoming true sons and daughters of Cheon who fulfill our responsibility, we have once again confirmed our human portion of responsibility to practice true love, establish true family, and bring the kingdom of heaven on earth into reality. Heavenly Parent entrusted the completion of the purpose of creation to human beings, free will and responsibility, and clarified that this path of responsibility begins with the foundation of faith and is fulfilled through the foundation of substance. Ultimately, a life of accomplishing one's responsibility means that one's faith does not remain in the realm of words, but is lived out tangibly within one's family and relationship. Accordingly, this week we seek to practice the life of true sons and daughters, fulfilling our responsibility, beginning with those closest to us. As a first step, please express gratitude to your parent through a word of appreciation, a phone call, or a small act of service. Reflect on their love and sacrifice and convey your thanks. If your parents have already passed away, why not remember them in your heart by visiting Cheon in your church to offer a prayer of thanks for your parents now residing in the spirit world. Gratitude toward one's parents is the starting point of learning true love, and the most realistic and substantial practice by which to move toward becoming a true family. Through such a small act, taking responsibility ceases to be abstract and becomes life itself. And Cheon begins quietly, yet surely, within our own homes. May such a small deed become the very starting point of the kingdom of heaven on earth, of which we dream. I pray that Heavenly Parent's blessings may overflow upon you and your families throughout this week. Thank you.